Be me. 25, neat, living off parents' money in their basement, no job, no ambitions, just video games and internet all day. Have friend group from high school, they actually made something of themselves. We still hang out because they feel bad for me, probably. One day I'm bored out of my mind, decide to make my own entertainment. Figure out I can mess with these people and they won't suspect a thing. Start with small lies, testing the waters. Tell my friend Kyle that another friend, Greg, said his new haircut looks stupid. Greg never said that. I made it up. Kyle confronts Greg at our next hangout. Watch them argue. I'm just sitting there enjoying the show. Eventually calm them down, play mediator. I'm sure it was a misunderstanding. They both thank me for being the reasonable one. Light bulb moment. I have power here. Start doing this more frequently. Different combinations of friends. Tell Brandon that Mike was talking trash about his girlfriend. Tell Mike that Brandon thinks he's a sellout for working corporate. None of it is true. I'm just making stuff up for fun. Our group chats become minefields of tension. Everyone is passive-aggressive with each other. I'm the only one everyone still trusts because I'm not involved in the drama. Literally causing all the drama, but okay. Escalate further because I'm a piece of garbage. Create a fake social media account. Pretend to be a girl from our town. Message Kyle flirty stuff. Screenshot it. Kyle has a girlfriend. This could ruin his relationship. Show the screenshots to his girlfriend Amy at a party. Thought you should know what your boyfriend is up to. She confronts him immediately. Massive fight. Kyle swears he never messaged anyone, shows his phone. The account blocked him right after I showed Amy. Looks suspicious. They break up that night. Kyle is devastated. Everyone is picking sides. I console Kyle. Man, that's rough. Some people just cheat. You'll find better. He actually thanks me for being there for him. Feel like a puppet master. Everyone dancing on my strings. Our group of 7 people is now basically fractured into smaller groups. Kyle and Greg barely talk after the haircut incident. Brandon and Mike have cold tension. Amy won't come to group events anymore. My friend Tom and his boyfriend Chris are the only ones still neutral. Decide to fix that, can't have anyone happy. Tell Tom that Chris was at a bar talking to his ex. Chris was at home that night. I know because he posted on Instagram, but Tom doesn't check timestamps carefully. Are you sure? Yeah, man, I was there, saw it myself. Tom gets quiet, I can see him overthinking everything. Next hangout, Chris notices Tom is distant. What's wrong? Nothing. Classic, I've created relationship poison. Months go by, I keep adding fuel to fires I started. Invent more stories, more incidents, more drama. Tell Greg that everyone thinks he's annoying, but nobody wants to tell him. Greg becomes self-conscious, stops talking as much in group settings. Tell Brandon his promotion was probably diversity hire, not merit. He's Latino, this messes with his head. I'm literally just sitting in my basement making stuff up and watching friendships crumble. Peak neat behavior, no productivity, only destruction. One day Kyle asks me, "Do you remember exactly what Greg said about my haircut?" Oh shit, which lie was this? Something about it being too short on the sides. Kyle looks confused. I thought you said he called it stupid. Scramble to recover. Yeah, stupid because of the sides. Same thing. He seems to accept it, but I can tell he's thinking. Start keeping notes on my lies, too many to remember. Have a whole document on my computer tracking who I told what. This is getting complicated, but I'm committed to the chaos. Tell Mike that everyone is planning a trip without him. There is no trip. I made it up. Mike confronts everyone. Why wasn't I invited? Everyone is confused. Invited to what? More arguing, more confusion. I'm in the background smiling. Suggest we all sit down and clear the air, play the hero. Guys, we need to communicate better. So much miscommunication lately. They agree, we have a friend group meeting. Everyone starts bringing up grievances. Realize I need to remember which lies I told to whom. Start mixing things up, contradicting myself. Wait, I thought you said Greg told you last week. No, it was definitely at the party 2 months ago. But there was no party 2 months ago. Oh no, I'm losing track. Play it off as me misremembering dates. They seem to buy it, but Tom is looking at me weird. After the meeting, Tom pulls me aside. Something doesn't add up. What do you mean? You're the common denominator in every drama situation. Heart starts racing. Did I mess up? That's because everyone talks to me. I'm the neutral party. He doesn't look convinced, but drops it. Getting paranoid now, maybe I need to chill. But I can't stop, it's too entertaining. Create more fake accounts, send anonymous messages to people. Tell Brandon that someone at his work is sabotaging him. Nobody is sabotaging him, he's doing fine. But he starts acting paranoid at work, sees enemies everywhere. His performance actually drops because he's so stressed. This is affecting real lives now, but I don't care. Tell Kyle I heard Amy is dating someone new. She's not, she's focusing on herself. Kyle spirals, starts drinking more. Everyone is worried about him, stage an intervention. At the intervention, Kyle breaks down. I don't know what's real anymore. Everyone says different things about everything. Greg chimes in, yeah, I feel like I'm going crazy. Nothing makes sense. Brandon adds, it's like we're all living in different realities. They're actually describing what I've done to them perfectly. Tom looks directly at me during this. His eyes narrow. He knows something. After the intervention, Tom, Chris, Greg, and Mike stay behind. Tell me and Kyle and Brandon to head out. They need to discuss something. This is weird. What are they discussing? Text Tom later. What was that about? Don't worry about it. Just friend stuff. Now I'm the one feeling paranoid. Next week, the group is acting strange around me. Everyone is overly friendly, agreeing with everything I say. This feels wrong. They're up to something. Tom suggests we all go to this cabin upstate for a weekend. Clear our heads, reconnect as friends. Everyone agrees enthusiastically. Seems wholesome, but something feels off. We drive up to the cabin. It's actually nice. First night, everyone is chill, playing games, drinking. Second day, Tom says, let's do an honesty circle. Everyone share something real. Oh no, this is a trap. They go around sharing genuine, vulnerable stuff. My turn comes, I share some generic garbage about feeling lost in life. They all nod sympathetically. Then Tom says, actually, we wanted to talk to you about something. Here it comes. We've been comparing notes, and a lot of the drama in our group traces back to you. Play dumb. What? That's crazy. Greg pulls out his phone. I texted Kyle about his haircut comment. He has no record of saying that. Mike adds, the girl who allegedly flirted with Kyle? Account was created the day before, fake profile. Brandon chimes in, my work sabotage you mentioned? My boss says nobody complained about me. Kyle looks hurt. You showed Amy those messages, but that account never showed up in my DMs. I checked with Instagram support. They investigated everything. I'm cooked. Chris says softly, we also found your notes. What notes? The document on your computer tracking all your lies. Tom went to your house to grab something and saw it open. That was a week ago. They've known this whole time. Everyone is staring at me, waiting for an explanation. Could deny it, but they have evidence. Could apologize, but the damage is catastrophic. Instead, I just sit there, frozen. Tom continues, the thing is, we think you've gaslit yourself too. What? We asked you about specific incidents, and your stories kept changing. You don't remember your own lies. He's right. I lost track weeks ago. We tested you this weekend, told you fake stories to see if you'd spread them. You did, to each other, in private conversations. They set me up, they played my own game against me. Realize they've been coordinating this whole intervention. Feel anger rising. How dare they trap me? So what, you all teamed up against me? Greg looks sad. We tried to be your friend. You turned our lives into a game. Everything was fine until you started making stuff up. Brandon adds, I almost lost my job because I was so paranoid. Kyle's relationship ended. Tom and Chris almost broke up. The weight of what I did hits me, but I'm too proud to show it. Maybe you all are just too sensitive. Wrong thing to say, Kyle stands up. Sensitive? You destroyed my relationship for fun. Amy won't even talk to me. Mike adds, you made me think. My friends hated me. They're all angry now, rightfully so. Tom is the calmest, speaks clearly. We're done, all of us. This friend group is over, at least with you in it. You can't just kick me out. Watch us. We've already made a new group chat without you. We're staying friends. You're not part of it anymore. Look around, they're all nodding in agreement. Even the ones I thought I had on my side. Chris adds, we're telling everyone else too, other friends from high school, people who know you. They deserve to know what you're really like. They're going to ruin my reputation, my social life. That's messed up. Greg laughs bitterly. That's messed up? You're messed up. You need serious help. Brandon stands. We're leaving. You can stay the night or leave. We don't care. But after this weekend, don't contact any of us. They start packing their stuff. Try to stop Tom. Wait, we can talk about this. He pulls away. We tried talking. You lied through all of it. There's nothing left to say, but one by one they leave the cabin. Hear their cars drive away. I'm alone in the middle of nowhere. Sit there for hours trying to process what happened. They outsmarted me, used my own tactics against me. Check my phone, already removed from group chats. Start getting texts from other people. Dude, what did you do? They're already spreading the word. Try to log into Discord, our server is gone, or I'm kicked. Social media, people are unfriending me. In one weekend, I went from puppet master to completely isolated. And the worst part, I can't even remember half of what I said to whom. My lies are so tangled I don't know what actually happened anymore. Did Greg really say something about Kyle's haircut, or did I make that up? Was there actually a party 2 months ago, or was that fake? Tom was right, I gaslit myself. Drive home from the cabin alone, 5-hour drive with nothing but thoughts. Get home, my parents are watching TV. How was the trip, sweetie? Fine. Go to my basement, sit at my computer, open the notes document they mentioned. Pages and pages of lies, contradictions, plots. Look like a psychopath, literally documented psychological warfare. Delete it, doesn't matter now, damage is done. Weeks go by, I'm completely alone. No friends text me, nobody invites me anywhere. See social media posts of my former friends hanging out without me. They look happy, genuinely happy. Kyle and Amy even got back together after he showed her the evidence I faked everything. Tom and Chris are stronger than ever. Brandon got another promotion at work. They're all thriving without me. And I'm still in my basement, still a NEET, but now with zero social life. Parents ask why my friends don't come around anymore. We grew apart. Can't tell them I'm a manipulative liar who destroyed friendships for entertainment. Try to make new friends online, join gaming groups. But I can't help myself. Start lying to them too. Small stuff at first, exaggerating stories, making myself sound cooler, then bigger lies, causing drama between clan members. Get kicked from the gaming community within a month. You're toxic, don't come back. Try another community, same thing happens. Start to realize this is a pattern I can't stop. It's like an addiction. The chaos is the only thing that makes me feel alive. But now everyone sees through it faster. My former friends must have warned people reputation is destroyed. Can't get a job because I have no references. Nobody who will vouch for me. Parents are getting tired of supporting me. You're 25, you need to do something with your life. I'm trying. Not really trying, just existing, rotting. Check my old friends' social media obsessively. See they had a reunion, all of them together, smiling. Caption says, real friends who actually have your back. Directed at me, obviously. Feel rage building. They think they won. They did win, but I can't accept it. Start plotting revenge, thinking of ways to infiltrate back into their lives. Maybe I can apologize, pretend to have changed? No, they're too smart for that now. Maybe I can turn them against each other again. Plant seeds from a distance. Tom blocked me on everything. No way to contact them. Try to show up at a bar I know they frequent. Security stops me. You're not welcome here. They got me banned preemptively. How? Turns out Tom knows the owner, told them about me. Even strangers are protecting them from me now. Drive home feeling more isolated than ever. This is rock bottom. No friends, no job, no prospects, no trust from anyone. Any normal person would use this as a wake-up call to change. Not me, I'm too far gone. Sit at my computer, start researching manipulation tactics, psychological warfare, gaslighting techniques. If they think they've seen my final form, they're wrong. This is just the beginning of something darker. Start working out, not for health, but so I can physically be more intimidating. Read books on influence and persuasion. Study cults, study con artists. Practice lying to my parents about small things, honing my skills. They believe everything. I'm getting better at this. Create new social media accounts with fake identities. Start following my old friends from a distance, learning their patterns, their new hangout spots, their new inside jokes. Tom posts about a new job opportunity. I make note of the company. Kyle mentions he's thinking about proposing to Amy. I screenshot it. Information is power. I'm gathering all of it. Months of isolation have made me more calculated, more patient. Before I was doing it for fun, now it's personal. They humiliated me, exposed me, ruined my reputation. They need to pay for that, all of them. Start small, create anonymous accounts that comment on their posts. Nothing obviously malicious, just slightly off comments that create doubt. Congrats on the promotion, surprised they picked you over internal candidates. Plant seeds of imposter syndrome. You two look happy, hope. It works out this time. Reminder of past relationship failures. Watch as they start questioning themselves in subtle ways. This is long game revenge, slow and methodical. Get a job finally. Not because I want to, but because I need money for my plans. Work at a call center. Horrible job, but it teaches me how to manipulate people over the phone. Practice on customers. Learn what tones work. What words trigger responses? Getting good at this, really good. Coworkers think I'm charming. I'm the top salesperson within 2 months. Still dead inside, still motivated by revenge. Parents are proud I finally have a job. See, we knew you could do it. If only they knew this job is just training for psychological warfare. Save up money, move out of parents' basement into a cheap apartment. Freedom to plot without them asking questions. Walls covered in notes about my former friends. Red strings connecting information. Look like a serial killer's den, but I'm just really committed to revenge. Tom announces his engagement to Chris, big celebration. All my former friends are in the photos, happy, celebrating love. Punch my wall, drywall cracks. Landlord is going to charge me for that, but don't care. They get to be happy while I suffer in isolation? Not fair, not acceptable. Start phase 2 of my plan, reaching out to people adjacent to my former friends. Co-workers of Brandon, classmates of Mike, acquaintances of Greg. Befriend them using my new persona, charming, helpful, trustworthy. Yeah, I know those guys. We used to be close. What happened? Just grew apart. You know how it is. Don't reveal my true intentions. Play the long game. Over months, I build relationships with people in their circles. Become friends with Brandon's coworker. Let's call him Steve. Steve complains about work. I listen. I sympathize. Slowly start mentioning things about Brandon. Yeah, he can be a bit much sometimes, right? Steve agrees. I've found common ground. Plant seeds of doubt about Brandon's work ethic, his attitude. Nothing too obvious, just subtle implications. Steve starts seeing Brandon differently. Mentions it to others. This is working. I'm back in the game. But then something unexpected happens. Steve invites me to a work happy hour. Brandon will be there. This is my chance to see them face to face. Show up. Brandon sees me. His face goes pale. What are you doing here? Steve invited me. Didn't know you'd be here. Steve looks confused. You guys know each other? Brandon pulls Steve aside. I can see them talking intensely. Steve comes back looking at me differently. I think you should leave. What? Why? Brandon told me what you did, showed me proof, messages from others. You're not welcome. Escorted out by security. Again. Brandon must have warned his entire social and professional circle. They're always one step ahead. Drive home furious, hit steering wheel repeatedly. They've fortified themselves against me. Every angle covered. Can't infiltrate through. Mutual friends, they're all warned. Can't approach directly. I'm blocked everywhere. Can't use new identities. They verify everyone. Spend weeks trying different approaches. All fail. Try to catfish Kyle with a fake dating profile. He reports it immediately. Profile gets banned. Try to send anonymous packages to Tom's workplace. Mail gets intercepted. Trace back to my IP. Get visit from police. Sir, if you continue harassing these individuals, we'll press charges. Have to sign a paper saying I'll stay away. Legally can't go near them now. Restraining order, essentially. This is the worst case scenario. I've lost completely. No way back in, no way to get revenge, no way to redeem myself. Sit in my apartment, alone, defeated. The villain arc I imagined turned into a pathetic display of desperation. They didn't just beat me, they destroyed any possibility of future attacks. Months turned into a year since the cabin incident. Still working call center job, still alone, still angry. See an engagement photo of Kyle and Amy, they look genuinely in love. Tom and Chris bought a house together. Brandon is now a manager. Greg started a podcast about friendship and trust. Mike is traveling the world with a new girlfriend. They all moved on and up. I'm still stuck. Realize that my revenge obsession has cost me another year of my life. Year I could have spent changing, growing, becoming better. Instead, I'm worse, more bitter, more isolated, more pathetic. Parents ask if I'm okay. I lie and say yes. Therapist I'm forced to see asks if I have friends. I lie and say yes. Everyone asks if I'm happy. I lie and say yes. Whole life is lies, but unlike before, these lies only hurt me. Before I gaslit others, now I'm gaslighting myself. Telling myself I'm the victim, they're the villains. Telling myself I'll get revenge eventually, just need the right plan. Telling myself I'm better off alone, don't need fake friends. All lies. I know they're lies, but I keep telling them. Tom was right at the cabin. I did gaslight myself. Can't tell what's real anymore. What actually happened, what I invented. Memory is corrupted by my own manipulations. Sometimes I remember conversations that never happened. Sometimes I forget things I actually did. Brain is broken. I broke it myself. This is the bad ending for me, the good ending for them. They escaped the toxic friend. They're thriving. I lost everything. I'm surviving, but barely. Check their social media one last time before deleting my accounts. Group photo at Tom and Chris's housewarming party. Caption says, grateful for friends who are real. Direct shot at me. I know it. Feel that familiar rage building, but it's mixed with something else now. Sadness, regret, maybe both. But mostly rage, always rage. Delete social media, delete contacts, delete everything. But the anger stays, the bitterness stays, the obsession stays. 1 year post-cabin, I'm worse than before. They grew, I festered. They healed, I rotted. They won, I lost. And deep down, past all the lies I tell myself, I know I deserved it. But admitting that means accepting I'm the villain. And villains don't get redemption in real life. They just get lonelier, angrier, more desperate. Sit in my apartment, surrounded by notes and plans that led nowhere. This is my life now. This is what I chose. Gaslit my friends, lost them all, gaslit myself, lost my mind. Tried to be the puppet master, became the puppet. Tried to control the narrative, became a cautionary tale. The worst part? I'd probably do it all again. Because chaos is all I know. Manipulation is all I'm good at. Even knowing how it ends, the urge to destroy is still there. That's not character development, that's character cement. I'm permanently this person now, this is who I became. My face when I realized my friends orchestrated a perfect counter manipulation that exposed me, and I couldn't even be mad because it was brilliantly executed. That feel when you become the villain of your own story and everyone else gets the happy ending except you, and you're sitting alone in an apartment planning revenge that will never come because they protected themselves too well, and all you have left is rage and regret, but mostly rage.